remember wanting to die when I was a kid. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just that, like, being a kid is easier. I don't know. But, like, we didn't have air conditioning in my house when I was a kid in Nebraska. And so it's not like it wasn't humid. It was. But, oh well, what do I know? All right. I'm trying to think what's the correct order of operations. Oh, yeah, I also wanted to make that 2 days ago. It was 110, and now it's 73. 73 is better than 110.
I have been born.
I have been born. Congratulations, you've been here for 9 whole months. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You are a very good egg. I'm going with Shiki to say your name, but I don't actually know how to say it. You've probably told me before, and I just forget. 9 months. Bam! I will keep my dry heat. Can it just stop raining already? Probably not. We had bad storms and early rain this morning. Yeah, we have thunderstorms right now, and then we've got just hot. So I don't know how they're gonna do like 4th of July stuff. Like we were gonna put up stuff to do fireworks for Sunday night with you guys, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to because of how I think it's going to be raining. I don't think we're going to be able to do any. So I took that down because I didn't want that to be a thing I promised and then didn't do. Because then, like, we only have one day afterwards to do it. I was looking at this thing. It was either on the news or on Twitter. I don't watch the news, so I don't know where I would have seen it on the news, but I'm also not thinking that it was on Twitter. Anyway, somewhere people were complaining about not being able to set off fireworks. Oh, you know what? It was at the gym because they have the news that comes up on the treadmill. That's where it was. People were complaining about, like, in Colorado, they wanted to be able to light off fireworks. And I just think to myself, like, if this was 1860, right, and your whole livelihood depended upon whether or not your ranch had water and was, standing, this wouldn't have even been a question. Of course you're not going to light off fireworks when you're in the middle of an insane drought, right? That's just a thing you're not going to do. But now people are like, I had the freedom and I want to do it. And, like, I get it. You want to use the freedoms, that's fine. But, like, come on. Have a little bit of community with the creation that you are a part of, It's just stressful to me. It was bothering me. Fireworks aren't illegal there? No. Here they are illegal, but only for, like, a small window. So, like, I think it's the last weekend through the 5th of July, I think. They're illegal in New York City. The cops are seizing literal tons of them. Literal tons of fireworks? If the government tells you no, throw their tea in the harbor. But, like, that's the thing. Like, the government shouldn't even have to tell you no. It should be one of those things where, like if your parents are like, don't put a fork in that light socket. Like, tell me what to... Come on, man. Use the common sense God gave a flea, right? Don't be ridiculous. It was way too dry here for fireworks. Too many wildfires. Exactly. Like, if you can see that your grass is brown, don't no one should have to tell you that. That should just be common sense. Common sense is in short supply. I know, right? This is the whole, like, bit of Laudato Si that people don't get. You are a created being within creation. You need to, have respect for that. It's very annoying. Fireworks heckin' overrated. Considering all the anxiety they give dogs and people with PTSD, it is not worth it. Here's the thing. The thing that I like about fireworks, I sort of mentioned this on Monday, but, like, I like dads with fireworks. I don't actually like fireworks. They're loud, and I don't think they're worth it, and they're very expensive. But I like dads with fireworks. Particularly, I like my brother with fireworks. He puts down this thing of particle board, and he gets all the kids and tries to involve them and, like, helps them light them and shows them where, and, like, backs people up and keeps people at safe distances. It's like peak masculinity, like being a good father and caring about your environment and da-da-da. And then, like, he wakes up the next morning after he stayed up until 2 o'clock in the morning, hanging out with his neighbors and drinking and setting off fireworks. He doesn't set off fireworks till 2 in the morning. He's not a jerk, but, like, 10:30. But then he stays up and hangs out. And then he'll wake up at, like, 5:30 and go out and sweep, as soon as the sun comes up, and sweep up all the shells and things out of the street. And I just love that. Like, I think that is good humaning. And I love that it gives an example for good humaning. However, I don't care that much. I'm not deeply invested in it. We get big wildfires every summer now. I know. Your brother that looks like that guy. My brother that looks like that guy. Was it did you see that thing that was like Somebody had a priest that married their friends or whatever. Was that you that was there? The priest that married these people looked exactly like my brother. I like teenagers with fireworks. What could go wrong there? I don't like teenagers with anything. I'm at that age where I'm like, I'm the crazy old lady who's like, get off my lawn. Stinking teenagers. I didn't catch any good Pokemans today because I didn't go for a walk because it was raining. So I didn't get to go for a walk, which means I didn't get any good Pokemans today. I did